Well, this video is going to be a bit different. This is my first time trying out Rune Slayer. I've already played it a bit, and I just want to show you guys my recent experience with it and the stuff that I did in this video. So let's get started. So far, for me, Rune Slayer has been pretty good, if I do say so myself. The NPCs are pretty cool. They're sometimes a bit difficult, but during the start, I guess, they will be difficult and they'll get easier later on. I'm nowhere near the late game, but I'm still, just doing the quests and stuff. And the movement in this game is genuinely pretty nice for Roblox. Most RPG games, they at times sometimes feel too slow or sometimes too fast. This one kind of like it's like just right. And the quest system is also pretty cool. Like, you get these quests, you have a bounty board and stuff, and you just fill them in over time, and you can like get out as many of them as you want. So it's pretty cool. And in this one, I'm gonna be doing the goblin cave. There's a lot to do here. I have to like kill a lot of the goblins, and specifically like there's some specific types and everything. And this was my second time coming here. I came here before when I was like level 5 or something. It did not end well, and I'm just trying to find a singled out goblin, which was this one. And so again, the fighting in this game is also pretty cool. There's parrying. You can also cancel your moves, so you can like fake out people if you want to. And yeah, it's a pretty cool system. And also the way like you unlock stuff, like your build, is fully customizable. I'm showing you guys that in a bit. But like NPCs as well, their combos are pretty straightforward. Mostly just about clicking and stuff, but it's all about that timing. You won't win if you just continuously click without any timing. And I also saw the boss, which I wanted to try out later on. But first, I need to grind a bit of levels, because I know that I'm not gonna, win against that boss anytime soon. So I did level up, and I got a new ability. Well, it's a passive ability basically. This ability increases my focus, which is basically your energy that you can use on your moves. And I equipped that. And so I just continued. I continued farming, did my quests, and just leveled up. Now the thing about this game of Cherries, which is a bit weird, is like PvP is basically on as soon as you start the game. So if you're like level 1, you will run into people that can kill you. So luckily, majority of the players in this game are actually pretty chill. So like that's pretty nice. And this person also invited me to farm some goblins, and I did just that. That helped me level up a lot, and that was pretty nice actually. Like, it was a completely random player just invited me to a party, and we just started to farm stuff. Now again, after farming a bit, I wanted to try out the boss, and the boss is a bit difficult. From what I've seen, a lot of other people like talk about the game and stuff. Doing the game solo is very difficult. I've seen people compare it to Deep Oaken. Apparently it's pretty similar. I never played Deep Oaken, by the way. And they say that this is actually more difficult than Deep Oaken, which I was actually confused by. But then I realized, and I then understood why it is. Because in Deep Oaken, you have one life. And surviving that, like, if every boss is really, really difficult, and if you have one life, then you're gonna just rage quit like every single time you play it. But here, you don't have that obstacle of just having one life, so you can die as many times as you need to. And that lets the developers basically make the bosses as difficult as they want them to be. And it does make the game actually pretty fun. Like, you have to kind of figure out what you want to do like pretty fast. Like, you have to have pretty good awareness in like the fighting. I don't know, like the combat in this game. Basically, you have to be pretty good at it to be able to solo stuff. But is it a bit too difficult? I don't know, because again, I'm not entirely sure what level I'm supposed to be to fight this boss, and clearly I'm not high level enough to do it still. I don't have enough good gear yet, so I'll have to try it at a later time. But I went back and just started to just see what I could do, so to get basically like what I can make in terms of better gear. And I found this goblin armor that I unlocked from get like killing the goblins, and I got some of the drops, and so I needed some materials like pine logs I mean, and I just went ahead and got those. Farming stuff is actually pretty cool. Like, you actually have to like go ahead and farm stuff, mine stuff, chop down trees, and also forage for them, like these vital shrooms. These basically make your health potions, which I would need later on if I wanted to fight that boss again. I didn't have any health potions during that. But while exploring, I actually found a location that I was looking for beforehand, which I didn't know where it was at all. And I found it completely by accident, which was the rat pit. Here, I had like a quest to like basically save some people, and I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and I just found it completely randomly. And there's a lot of rats. So I just went ahead and just started to explore the entire pit, and eventually I did find the people that I had to look for, and they actually gave me a quest to defeat the Rat King. Now, I could hear the sound of the Rat King, and it sounded pretty horrifying actually. I was lucky that there were people actually fighting it, and so I used that to my advantage. Like, they invited me to the party again. Like, people are pretty nice here, and we defeated the Rat King. And again, I'm not sure if you're even supposed to do these things solo. I don't think so, because from what I can see, even with like 3 or 4 people, it's pretty difficult. Like, I almost died. You can see my health, but like, it's pretty difficult. If you're under leveled, or if you're just, I guess, like just low level, I don't know. But in the end, there were like 4 people together total, and we managed to defeat the Rat King, and I actually got a drop called the Rat Carver, which I can't use because a lot of things in this game are actually class locked. Not sure how many classes there are, I've completely forgot, but there's a decent number of classes, and you also have a different number of abilities, which you can then, like, you can use specific weapons and stuff. And here's what I was pretty excited, because at level 20, I like knew that you actually can get a quest which allows you to mount your pet. That's right, there are pets in this game, and you can tame just about almost any animal in this game, and you can also ride them as well. It took me a while to finish the quest actually, but I then eventually found them, and I had to just go back and basically finish the quest to then get the ability to ride any pet. Well, most of them. And like, I wish this exists in more games, like mounts and stuff. And also, it's not only just a mount, it's also like a companion that can, it can attack with you. So like, you actually have like a companion, a pet that can like, take aggro, take damage, but also deal damage, and also just, help you move around and stuff. It's pretty cool. But before that, I made sure to, make that goblin armor that I had talked about before. But after going to the rat cave, I had gotten new materials, which I then saw these new materials, these new gear, I mean, and I found this thing, which is called the rat cape. Now, I saw that, looked at the stats, and it gave crit chance, which that sounded pretty good, so I needed that. And then, on my way back to the rat cave to get more materials of like, rat skin, I found bear, which I had fought before, completely failed at fighting it before. I wanted to try it now because I was much higher level now than back then, and I was pretty surprised. Like, I was able to destroy this thing pretty fast actually. Before, it took me like 2-3 minutes for me to just run away at the end or just die, but now it took me seconds to defeat it. So that was that. I then went ahead and farmed a few rats, got their skin. Sounds pretty morbid. Then went back, submitted my quest, and just leveled up. It's pretty it's pretty like neat, the system. And then finally I made that rat cape that I had found in the crafting menu. Yeah, so far that's my experience in this game. If you guys want to see more videos on Rune Slayer, leave a like, leave a comment on what you want me to do next, and subscribe.